Parents' pride and joy is their children. The number one priority should always be to keep their children safe. Usually this entails getting their kids vaccinated, typically around the early age of 24 months. However, according to the Disease Control and Prevention, otherwise known as the CDC, the percent of unvaccinated children has gone up from 0.3% in 2001 to 1.3% in 2015. This has resulted in the wildfire increase of unwanted diseases, endangering children's lives early on, and also causing diseases to no longer be eradicated. It is crucial that your children are vaccinated. This video by the Centers for Disease Control and Prevention shows a clear outline of why children should be vaccinated in the first place.
This is baby Jack. Vaccines help Jack fight infections by introducing a small number of antigens into his body. Antigens are parts of germs that cause Jack's immune system to go to work. After Jack gets a vaccine, his immune system will remember the vaccine antigen and attack that germ if it ever invades his body again. The antigens in vaccines are weakened or dead, so they do not cause illness. Vaccines contain only a tiny fraction of the antigens that Jack encounters in his environment every day. It'll take a few weeks for the vaccines to start working, and Jack may need more doses later to best protect him. That's why Jack's parents are following the recommended immunization schedule, because it is designed to give him the best protection possible from 14 serious diseases. Learn more about childhood immunizations. Visit cdc.gov/vaccine/parents or talk with your child's doctor.
Diseases are becoming gradually eliminated from vaccines. However, if vaccinations were to stop, diseases such as polio and smallpox would once again resurface. Not only would this be detrimental to children, but it would also affect the human race as a result. Lifespan would gradually decrease as we are no longer immune to these diseases. As you can see in this graph, the measles cases have dramatically increased since 2004 all the way to 2014, originally only starting with under 100 cases per year to over 644 cases. This is clearly an indication that parents' belief of not wanting to vaccinate their children has resulted in unwanted spread of measles, which usually was not apparent in the earlier years. This was according to the Huffington Post in 2017. Children's bodies are initially not immune to diseases that they have not already been exposed to, according to the CDC. As a newborn, their first year is immune to the world's diseases, but after that they need to be vaccinated. Not having them vaccinated risks death from something as simple as a cold or measles. Them carrying these diseases will also endanger the community around them, as children who were previously immune will now be exposed to these diseases once again that were previously eradicated. Some parents are forcefully ensuring that their kids do not get vaccinated because they believe it can cause things such as autism or brain damage. However, in the case of Ethan Linderberger, he decided to make his own decisions even though it went against his own mother's wishes. In his testimony, stated at the Capitol Hill on March 5th in 2018, he said he at first believed his mother in the fact that vaccinations were dangerous. Over the course of his life, though, he began to doubt these beliefs as people began to give his mother backlash for her not vaccinating her children, him being a part of one of her kids. As he approached high school, he began to see that the medically proven evidence in the defense of vaccinations heavily outweighed the concerns of vaccines giving these things such as brain damage or autism were simply not true. In 2018, he began to become vaccinated, and he has not regretted the choice since. According to the Northern Rivers Vaccination Supporters 2018 article, you can see here how vaccinations influence the type of diseases you are getting and how it reduces them. Diseases caused by natural viruses and being unvaccinated, the risk of getting it is 60% to 90% if you are not otherwise immune through vaccinations. However, if you are vaccinated, it is less than 2% after the first 2 doses of the vaccine. It is clearly worth it to be getting just a few shots when it reduces so much of your chance of getting these diseases. In conclusion, I think it can safely be said that children need to be vaccinated despite parents' concerns over their children possibly getting brain damage or autism, as these have not been medically proven by doctors, and it has also been medically proven that these vaccines can be helpful in their children not getting these diseases. Thank you. I hate it. I'm going to have to redo that. Nope.